Now at 6, an Enfield town worker that died in a tragic accident will be remembered today. Fox 61's Kayla Cade has more on how the community plans to celebrate his life in the funeral procession set to take place later today.
It is September 17th. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us this morning on Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus. I'm Bridget Bureau.
And I'm Glenn Kittle. Meteorologist Matt Scott joins us with a look at our forecast. Matt,
good morning.
Warmer out there than I expected, even though I said it was chilly here.
Yeah, here's the thing. I mean, it depends on where you were overnight. Got a little cloud coverage rolling in, mainly on the shoreline. That's keeping the temperatures a little warmer down there. Inland into the 50s, but that's about where we should be for a mid-September morning. So nothing out of the ordinary too much. Cloudy start, middle, finish. Sun's coming up. We're getting a couple of peaks of sunshine. We're going to hope to get what we can this morning because the clouds are definitely going to win out. Off and on showers. Cool temperatures compared to the last couple of days, yeah, but they rebound quickly. Summer and fall, they merge in the 7-day. We'll talk about that. I mentioned a little bit of sunshine. Well, not quite sun yet. Sun's not up, but yeah, that's providing a nice pretty color range in the sunrises out there this morning. Enjoy that. For the rain, not much. As a matter of fact, around maybe New London County, a drip or two, and that extends over all the way down over into, let's say, Old Saybrook through Niantic. But for the most part, this is a dry forecast for now. Look where the rain is, though. It's close by. A couple of thunderstorms just to the south and east of the state, moving towards Rhode Island and the Cape. Watch the guidance, and you'll see we'll get a couple of showers, mainly on the eastern side this morning. Then take a break. Before in the afternoon, a couple more scattered showers return to the forecast. But note the intensity. A, they're light, and B, they're very widespread. So I'm not thinking this is going to be the wettest of Wednesdays out there. If you're headed to the Big E, Connecticut Day, I think you're going to be fine. There's plenty of clouds. There's temperatures that are just about seasonal and maybe a little bit of rain in there, and that should be it. For the bus stop, things are looking pretty good this morning, into the upper 50s, lower 60s, warming up into the mid 70s later on. Again, just about where we should be. But we're not just going to settle for that. We have a nice taste of summer to round out the work week, and we'll talk about that coming up. It is 6:02. Let's check the traffic. Bridget's got that.
All right, Matt. Beautiful sunrises there. Thank you. Taking a look at our statewide traffic map. Things are on the green. We love to see that on a Wednesday morning at 6:02. Glastonbury to Founders Bridge is going to be 6 minutes. Cruising at 67 miles per hour along Route 2 this morning. Waterbury drive times looking great. All on the green along 84 and Route 8. Let's take a look at New Haven now. New Haven a little slow going. New Haven to Bridgeport along 95 South. Could take you around a half an hour, cruising at 44 miles per hour. And in Fairfield County, we are really slow. Bridgeport to Fairfield along 95. It's going to take you 12 minutes. Travel speeds 26 miles per hour. And not much better. Trumbull to Westport. It's going to take you 18 minutes. Let's take a live look outside now. See how the roads are looking in real time. 84 Hartford. Volumes are up, but no issues to report. Cars are moving nicely in both directions. We'll have another check on your forecast and your traffic in 15 minutes from now. Glenn.
Bridget, thank you. Later this morning, friends, family, and the community in Enfield will remember a town worker who died in a tragic accident. The funeral procession will honor Jamie Nickerson, a longtime employee of the town's Department of Public Works. Fox 61's Kayla Cade is live in Enfield with what you need to know if you're traveling in that area today. Good morning, Kayla.
Good morning. Yeah, Nickerson was just doing his job when he passed away last Friday. He was just 51 years old when he died last Friday. Like I said, after the lawnmower he was on crashed with a car on North Main Street near the town hall. The person in the car was injured, and Nickerson worked in the Department of Public Works for the past 18 years. And according to his family, Nickerson was respected by coworkers and friends. He was involved in infield baseball and loved playing golf on Sunday, and the community gathered to honor Nickerson with a candlelight vigil on the town green. Mayor Nelson described Nickerson as more than a coworker. He says he was a part of the fabric of the community, and he leaves behind 2 sons and his wife. Now, if you live in Enfield, you should expect traffic delays today between 11 a.m. and noon on South Road and King Street for a funeral procession for Nickerson. And the town says the Department of Public Works offices and transfer station will be closed during the procession, and trash collection schedules may be adjusted. As for the crash, it is still being investigated. Live in Enfield, Kayla Cade, Fox 61.
All right, Kayla, thanks so much for that. 6:04 is your time. Hartford Mayor Rudin Rolampalam is thanking Board of Education Chair Jennifer Hockenhull after she stepped down. We don't know why she resigned. In a statement, the mayor praised Hockenhull's leadership, especially during the superintendent search and recent budget negotiations. He called her a dedicated advocate for Hartford students and families, saying his office will work closely with the board to ensure a smooth transition. Hockenhull also served on the city's Blue Ribbon Commission on Education. East Haddam Board of Education member Jacqueline Endorf has stepped down as well. Her resignation comes amid fallout over a Facebook post about Charlie Kirk's death. Endorf announced her resignation during a special meeting on Friday. She said she had broken trust with her fellow board members as a result of that post. Endorf's name has since been removed from the district's website.
And people in Seymour will soon vote on a new multi-million-dollar school. Yesterday, the town held a discussion about the vote. The Bungay Elementary School Building Committee wants to build a 21st century learning facility. The current school is 70 years old, and its last upgrade was in 1995. The committee believes it will be better to build a new campus altogether instead of just fixing all the current safety violations at the school. The town will appropriate $60 million and will need a bond of $20 million to build the new elementary school.
With the anticipation that we will receive approximately 66% reimbursement from the state of Connecticut. The numbers through the architects came out, building a new school is less expensive than renovating the existing school.
Now, if approved, the new school will also feature ADA accessibility, a new parking lot, and athletic fields. And the town of Wethersfield held its referendum vote yesterday. This election will determine whether or not 3 schools will be renovated in the next few years. Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot has more.
A majority of people in Wethersfield voted yes to the town's referendum vote, which means 3 schools will be getting renovated in the next 3 years. A big decision for the town of Wethersfield fell in the hands of voters on Monday. The question on the ballot: should the town appropriate $239 million for the construction of a new Highcrest Elementary School, as well as renovations to Samuel Webb and Charles Wright Elementary Schools? Additionally, it asked to authorize the use of the bonds for the projects up to $88 million worth. For some in town, like Crystal Marie and Mayor Ken Lesser, that's an easy yes.
Our schools are desperately in need of renovations. It's just time. We've been waiting too long, and we've just avoiding, everyone says kicking the can down the road, and we just keep doing that, and now is the time to really take action and get new schools.
We have good schools here, but this will help make them better by having 21st century learning environments, safer schools, and happier teachers and happier kids.
Board Chair Bobby Hughes Granado used to work at New Highcrest School and said she noticed issues back when she worked there.
As the years went on and we watched it, the infrastructure was wearing on it to the point that, plumbing was going, there was electrical problems, there was problems with the PA system. So those are the things that can't even be replaced on a school that old.
However, some people like Bob Woodward say the referendum was a waste of taxpayers' money, and if the funds are appropriated, it will make taxes in Wethersfield high.
To do this vote today, to open the 6 polling places, costs the town between $20,000 and $25,000. I have seen both figures. We're in the middle of phasing in, not even in the middle, and they're near the beginning of phasing in a revaluation of property, which is hurting many people. And this is just going to pile more taxes on us.
This referendum vote is just one of many. Other schools in town need to be renovated, so future referendums will be held. In Wethersfield, Kay Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
6:09 now. People in Waterbury who live just yards away from where a man was killed in a shooting are reacting to the news of the death. The shooting happened around 8 p.m. Monday night on Charles Street. A neighbor we spoke with says he doesn't know what the answer is to stop the violence, but says he knows it starts in the neighborhood.
The people, we have to come together as a community. We do. It's easy to say that, but it's brother on brother crime over here, get me?
Waterbury police are asking anyone with information to contact them. You can also leave an anonymous tip.
And officers in Shelton are still trying to find the driver who hit a boy during a street takeover on Sunday morning. State officials want more to be done to stop people from getting hurt. One state senator says even if police can locate the vehicles involved in the takeover, it might not be enough to charge anyone.
When we speak to law enforcement, they say that the vehicles or the plate being utilized doesn't come back to the vehicle that is being used in this illegal activity, or the car is stolen. We have to give our officers the tools they need to be able to hold people accountable. It doesn't surprise me. Unfortunately, today's society, the compassion for someone injured, we see it all over the place. It's not what it was like years ago.
Now, this year, state lawmakers did pass a bill to push back on street takeovers. That includes bigger fines and penalties for people who participate in illegal street racing or takeovers. It also gives cities and towns the ability to destroy ATVs, dirt bikes, and mini motorcycles that can be taken from street takeovers. There have been multiple destructive crashes on I-95 in the past week, which has prompted an urgent warning from state officials on why all drivers they need to be more cautious.
Yeah, just over a week ago, a tractor trailer crashed and plywood flew across every lane of traffic on the highway. 2 people were killed as a result. Then on Monday, a container rolled off a semi and crews had to close most lanes. Department of Motor Vehicles Commissioner says his staff is constantly monitoring freight traffic. According to him, his staff was taken to more than 5,000 trucks off Connecticut roads this year for maintenance failures. Rain Goldsmith owns a heating company and says his truck drivers are concerned about safety.
We're really concerned about the traffic ourselves too, because there's so many out-of-state drivers that are flying down this highway really going fast, and some of the truck drivers too are just careless. They're just not watching what's going on.
This time of year, the sun is changing angles and can significantly obstruct vision, so drivers need to be mindful of the hazards.